YouTube, how's it going? Buster here, adventure biker. So I'm actually on my way to check one of my jobs, my work on my bike. I've not got my full bike gear on because I'm only going to air. I have got Kevlar jeans on though. I've got my Mardar ST jacket on. I've not put the GoPro 11 on. Quite chilly actually. I don't think it would be, it's only 13 degrees, I don't think it would be as cold as what it is. So as you can see, I've got the new Ultimate add-ons mount attached to this bike, and I've got the Kalimoto running on both devices, my bike and my phone. But that's the solid mic, so that flex you can see is just in the head of the mic, in the head of the mount. So it's to stop your camera from getting knackered up, but I'll never use that for photos. That's not what that phone's for. That phone is just for my sat nav, which I'll need to download bike GPX onto that. I've not downloaded that yet. But as I go along, I'll know exactly what apps I'll need to download, and then I'll put them on the phone just in case I need them. So what my plan is I'll download bike GPX onto this, and any time I'm ever out on a trip, whether it be up north or over in Europe, I'll download the GPX file onto this phone and then upload it onto bike GPX, which means you can use it offline, which means if the internet ever fails and I ever need if it ever fails and I need to, I can always use the GPX file. She was pulling into her driveway. I thought she was pulling over to let me past. So technically this is my second run of 2025, because I was out the other day testing that chin mount, which I'm not a big fan of. So as I was saying on the video, the M3 tape was starting to delaminate. Well, when I woke up in the morning after I did that video, the actual mount was sitting on the floor, so it did fail, and it failed while it was in the house. So it was not as if it was, which is a bit not disturbing, that's not the right word I'm looking for. Yeah, a bit disappointing more likely. So what could have happened is, that could have been done out on the road. And just so you know, I'm actually using my normal helmet now, the ADX. Or the ADX, so I done it again. I'm mixing up the helmet I had on the other day with the helmet I've got on today. The ADF 9000 is what I've got on. So I'm using the GoPro Hero 12 with the media mod. They put some heat on my fingers. If you're wondering why I'm not going mental down these roads, is even though it says 13 degrees, the last time I was out and it said 13 degrees, there was still ice on the road. There shouldn't be, but, and I'm going down country roads as well. But you never know what's coming round the corner, or what muck the farmers decided to dump on the road. See if that pile of wood was in Glasgow, that would be up in flames by now. Oh, bit squirrely at the front end there. Yeah, that pile of wood would have been in flames. Well, but now that's been sitting like that since I've stayed here, over 3 years, and it looks like it's been there for a lot longer than that. So, trips that I've got planned for this year. So, between now and I think July, which is the ABR, I've got nothing really planned. July to September, I'm going to try and get away to Spain for the weekend. There's a company over there I want to try. So it's I don't know if anybody else is like me. I'm not one for going on holiday and sitting next to the pool. I don't mind a pool day once or twice, or a beach day once or twice on a holiday. So if I went to, say, Benidorm for a week, I'd maybe spend one day at the pool and one day at the beach, and the rest I would be out doing stuff. So there's a company in Alicante that does bike tours, so I'm going to go over there for the weekend, I think, and I'm going to basically quiz the guy how it is. Because if it works out that a week, it's the same price as a week in a hotel, to go over there and rent a bike and stuff, or no far off it, I think that might be my new holiday. So I want to go over and I want to kind of try out the service to begin with. They do bikes. I think if you want to read on the website, they've got Triumph Tigers, I'm sure they said Triumph Tiger 400, but I didn't think they made a Triumph Tiger 400. They might do. They do Triumph Tigers. They said they've got a couple of Africa twins. Obviously, you know what I'll be picking when I go over there. I'll be going to an Africa twin, because I think I would definitely be a bit different from everybody else that goes over there. And I'll need to find out if they'll let me take it off-road. I just want to see what the crack is. If it's everybody goes to, and I kind of like Alicante, to be fair. I like that part of Spain, and because I'm no one for boats and stuff, I'm more big. I don't really want to do the whole Santander thing. I don't think I'd like that. I'm trying to see if that thing catches the sensor in my bike. There you go. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to try and slip that in between July and September, and then I'm thinking about doing going to Italy for the weekend as well. Yeah, so I think we're going to Italy for the weekend, which is I think my front tyre's soft. So yeah, that's the kind of plans for 2025 so far, and then obviously October is Florida with my son. So that's kind of put going to Florida, no meaning this bad or anything, it's kind of put a kibosh on my plans for, not my plans, but any trips for 2025, because if it was a choice between going to Florida with my son or a bike trip, Florida wins, spending time with my son. But in the same sense, I would like to go on another big bike trip this year. But two reasons why I can't do it is, one, I won't get enough time off work. There's no chance. I don't think my work would be too happy if I told them I was going away for 2 weeks. 2 weeks in August or whatever it is, and then again I'd be for 2 weeks again in October. I don't think my work would be too happy. Plus, if I did do that, I wouldn't be able to do the weekends away. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to do all the weekends away that I want to kind of do, and do 4 weeks away in holiday, or technically it wouldn't be 2 weeks, it would be 20 days. So that's used up quite a lot of my holiday if I did that. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I was thinking, if I go and check out this place in Alicante that does the bike hire. Now my ex, we'll call her my ex-missus, doesn't really bother about me taking my son on the bike and for trips. That's not the issue. I've obviously took him up Scotland and stuff on the back of the bike, but her kind of issue was the way I get to Europe is I just go on the motorway and just batter down the motorway pretty much non-stop all the way down to either Folkestone or Cali. If I had my son with me, I would have to stop more often. I'd probably need to split that up into maybe two journeys, maybe even more than two. The fact he might get tired and fall asleep on the back of the bike while I'm riding down the motorway, because he's done that before. So my thinking is if I go and do this weekend in Spain, check it out, see how it is, see what the price is, and then we're obviously going to Florida this year. Then next year I could potentially take him to Spain and do that tour thing, because she wouldn't be really that far, because we're flying into Spain and then we're basically riding about in the bike over there. I think talking to her about it, she's a bit more happier with that than she is me taking him away for like taking him to Budapest. Because if I took him to Budapest, if he decided he was the one to be in the back of that bike or something happened, then my trip is ruined, and then his holiday's ruined, and then my son's the type of person that probably, even he's only 10/11 on Saturday, he's the type of person that I think, in fact I'm only going to say I think, I know he's the type of person that if there was anything wrong he wouldn't tell me, because he think it would ruin my trip. That's the type of boy is, so I wouldn't want to put him through that, and for him to think that he has to. Do you know what I mean? That's my kind of thinking of it. So she's kind of right for once. Don't tell her that I said that. But she's right. But she kind of is. So I kind of get a point about going to Budapest. But next year, there could be something coming up next year that he can go regardless. I've got a wee planning action that might be happening next year for the Budapest trip, so he can go with us, but he's not in the back of the bike the whole time. So we need to see if that comes, that I can get that to work, because I want him to come with us and experience the trip of Budapest and seeing places that I seen the last time I was there. But I don't want him to feel like he has to be on the bike all the time. And if he chooses he wants to be not on the bike for that day, there's an option for him to do it. So we'll need to see about that if that comes out. So yeah, so that's the plan for 2025. ABR, I think it's the end of July. Between July and September, try to get to Spain for the weekend. September, maybe Italy for the Transitalia, potentially. Yeah, so potentially Transitalia. September and Florida in October. And then there'll be videos coming from Florida as well, because I'll obviously film being at Disneyland and Universal, but I'm not, let's put it this way, I'm not doing without a bike for the full 2 weeks I'm there. So yeah. There's something planned for when I'm in Florida as well. Check my front tyre. This did this the last time, but it wasn't sitting as long this year than it was last year. The front tyre lost tyre pressure, and when I pumped it back up it was fine. But I can't tell if this is it's losing pressure or not. Too. I think that this is going to bring me out. Oh, I know where am I? I know where I am. I'm only coming for that direction, so I need to make sure I'm in the right lane for this one. Presswood. This will be it. No, tyre pressure seems to be alright, I think. It looks it anyway. It's a bit cold on what I expected. But hey ho, the life of biking. This brings you in kind of half, like in between Ayr and Prestwick. That's where I get my car serviced in there. I don't see anybody that's meant to be there. definitely think my tyre is flat. I've lost pressure anyway. Is there one in there? I think it is.